Okay, we are here at Guru, ladies and gentlemen. We have visited our fan. Today we are going to talk about Odilo, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to tell us, he's going to introduce himself, and then after that, we shall go ahead and then we'll talk about Odilo. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How are you? How are you? Box to box.
I'm okay. I'm okay, boss. I'm okay.
You're okay?
You're most welcome to
Thank
Gulu
you.
City.
Guru
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
How is Guru?
Gulu is so far so good.
Yes.
We are moving on.
Yes.
The wind is blowing left and right, but we are steady.
I can see.
Yeah,
because I can see, children, they are coming from school, they are going back home. Yeah. So everything's okay.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Now we have a tournament. It's called, do you know Odilo Tournament?
Yes.
You know it?
I know Odilo Tournament. Yes. I know Odilo Tournament.
Yes.
I have been following it for the last 2 years. I must say Odilo Tournament is one of the best nursery bringing tournament
where you are fishing talent.
Exactly. You know, with these young talents, it's very difficult to showcase.
Yes.
Yeah, because now if there is no any platform for them to showcase their talents, it's really difficult. But with the Odilo talent, with the Odilo tournament, I can assure you there are a lot of young talents that are coming up as a result of Odilo tournament. Initially, we used to have post-primary tournament, which actually is for competition with the primary schools.
For different schools?
Yes,
from different regions?
No, only for
primary schools?
Yes, for primary schools like in Gulu City, they play and then that will be it in most cases.
Yes.
But with the Odilo tournament, you know, it's a national platform. And so sometimes children here think they are the best. They have all the talents that it takes for football. But when they meet other children from other regions, they come back and know that they really learn a lot.
We thought that we are the best. There's others who are better than us.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, there is a saying in our language that if you don't go to eat outside, you think your mother is the best cook. And I can assure you, this has been a real exposure to our children here in Gulu City and Gulu District. Right now we have two sections in terms of football. So we have Gulu City and then Gulu District.
Oh.
Yes. And so far I have been following it. The last episode was so good, except that our people have not really embraced this so much. Yeah. Because we try to call for registration because it's a bit voluntary, you know. So some people look at it as being resource wasting. Yeah. So and with the meager resources they could be having, they shy away from this Odilo tournament. And remembering, this is a stage by stage competition.
Right.
You first have to move from this stage, level 1, for example, maybe Gulu District, before you go on to another level. And for them, in most cases, especially like these primary schools, they find it a bit challenging in terms of resources. But I'm very happy that a number of private schools here in Gulu City are really taking it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I can assure you, we have a number of private schools that have really been taking the registration and participating vigorously, unlike their government aided counterparts. Yes, so at least I am seeing the trend is coming up. And a couple of weeks ago, I was meeting. I actually met with the district sports people of primary level.
Yes.
And I was telling them, because we were supposed to play with them, and I was telling them the benefits of this Odilo tournament.
Yes.
And I'm very sure even the government schools are going to really come up to really support and embrace. Yes. So
then that's wonderful.
Yes.
What do you think majority of the schools, primary schools, they have not yet seen as an important tournament?
Well, I do not really want to talk on their behalf, but what I know is majorly resource challenges.
Financial.
In fact, some of these schools, when they go for competition, they want to be beaten.
Yes.
Because progressing to the next level means putting in more.
First, wait. When they go to the tournament,
Yes,
they want to get out because immediately because they don't have resources.
Exactly.
Wow.
A case of point is also in the secondary school competition, the USSR. Very many government schools and even private schools, they only go to showcase and participate because it is mandatory. But their real motive is just to participate and get to that first level. And for me, that's what I think is still a bit of a challenge. And that's where the private schools are going to show them.
The private schools.
Because I know very many of these private school owners,
yes,
they are really passionate about football. They are really passionate about development of these young talents. I know very many. Okay, there is a school here in town, in city, who are now, they have connections to, there is Arua, which have been brought here. Yes, they have been brought here.
In Guria.
In Guria. At least we have at least.
By the way, because you have passion. Good fans are there always.
I'm one of the people who are really very happy about this Arua. And so right now they have a partnership with the primary school and then secondary school. So they naturally, the children from primary to secondary, then they initiate their
clubs or youth programs.
Exactly.
Wow.
So I'm very sure with this Odilo tournament going forward, there will be a lot of other private schools coming up more than the government aided schools. Okay, I don't want to really give a negative aspect.
No, it's your opinion. Everybody, like I also have my opinion.
Exactly.
Another thing which is disturbing me.
Yes.
I could say maybe the government primary schools, they could say that this is their good advantage, good tournament, than private schools. Why?
Yes.
Why do you think that government school, they don't see as an important thing?
Well, okay, they see it as important, but you remember they have specific budget for sports.
Yes.
And the sports covers all, football, athletics, and everything. So there is a small, I would say, let me use this word, a meager budget allocated for football. And so if you deplete it, you cannot go to another budget line.
Yes.
I'm not a school management, but I think that's one of the reasons they are still really seeing it as a challenge. Yes.
Where do you see where they're supposed to improve in the Odilo tournament?
Well, because it has just started, I don't want to over demand.
Yes, because they are still in transition also.
Exactly. However, I would love it to be much more. Can I use this word, advertised?
Yes.
To make the public know about it really.
Like here in Guru, everybody, every district, zones.
Exactly.
Parents also, they should know about it.
Exactly.
Even if they don't have their children that tournament.
They should, because I can tell you, we have very many parents who are willing to pay for their children in
that tournament, in
academies.
Yes.
Unfortunately, here in Gulu, we don't have serious academies. I can tell you this. We don't have academies. Okay, they are there. I'm actually very happy.
But they are not the ones whom
not
you can
so much
say that
established.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. At least now I can tell you there is one which is called. There is one I know which is really trying to come up. Yes.
Because there are so many. I have my friends here.
Yes.
I have Danobote is coming from this side.
Lira.
Yes. You know Danobote. Danobote, greetings, Danobote. Danobote is a legend.
He's my great friend.
That's very good.
He's a national delegate.
Yeah.
And he represents us.
Already he likes so much Fufa President historical.
I know.
The moment you talk about the historical, and they say, hello, don't talk about something which you don't understand. If we are here, just love India Moses as Mabuga. And that's the passion. Well,
exactly. Yeah, yes. Exactly. He has been very supportive even to our actually sub-region. You know, we are under Northern region, Lao and actually we are one. So, Dan Obote is a kind of person who even comes and gives us football.
Yes.
He said, Joker, my football name is Joker. Yes. Where are you guys of DFA?
Yes.
I brought for you football. Then he goes back. He puts his fuel. There was a time he would ride from his own place up to Gulu.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
So,
about your boy? It's coming from where?
Obua
David
also from there, from Lao. Yes.
There's my friend Jock Robert.
Jock Robert is our coach. Is our coach.
Jock is my
Really?
Yes. I was with him at Rubini Senior Secondary School.
He's
he was very dangerous on the wing. Hey, you are going to train from him with him.
Yes.
Ojoko.
Yeah,
The moment you find him, ask, do you know TiTi Kamala?
Hey.
Box to box.
He's actually our coach.
You're taking me to him, to see him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert Ojoko, he was in Express.
Yeah,
he was in Rubini SS Chibuli. So I was with him at Rubini Senior Secondary School.
Okay.
The government institution, we don't argue.
Yeah.
We learn by doing. Our motto.
Sure.
Yes, Odilo.
Yeah, he's at the moment he's our coach for Gulu Soccer Legend.
Nice guy.
It's a club of former players. Yeah. So,
okay.
but like back to our issue, the Odilo tournament. My request is really let's carry on. But the sensitization part should come, and I would love to see more of the academies coming on board. Yeah, because sometimes the private school, the government schools, they have the children, but they go to the academies, and so from the academies we are able to see them during the Odilo tournament. But I'm really happy about that, and I request in fact, I'm also one of the people who really admire the way Magogo has transformed things in football. So I'm really encouraging that we also embrace Odilo tournament and we carry on.
By the way, I think Odilo is related with the talent identification.
Exactly.
Because now Fufa president, he brought that project, talent identification.
Exactly.
Because they are saying everywhere children must play football.
Exactly.
Now, when you reach there, you scout those good players.
Exactly.
Then you take it to another level. Elite football, professional football, life after football.
And some of us did not undergo academy.
I know.
And we were lucky to have a bit of professional coaches in our higher institutions. But if you have a boy from academy, academy is not only about football, but it is also about life. Yeah. So they grow up with the football, but also
there's life skill.
Exactly. Because football entails every aspect of life: the discipline, the instructions, the following,
the character.
Exactly. The commitment,
persistence, enjoyment.
So in academy, those are the things that I know. Some of us did not have the opportunity, but now I'm seeing in a near future we will be having at least some academies here in the city. Yeah.
I think historically, Moses Magogo, where he's taking us, I think is there's light.
I agree.
Because for him, he's saying, no, we need to go back on grassroots. We need to have professional managers who can handle, age 3, 5, 10. Then we have that transition. Because this is the problem in Ugandan football. Who are those people teaching these kids? Who are, now when we talk about Odilo is related to talent identification.
True.
Because we need to have professional coaches who can teach. Because you have teaching and coaching. So those two things are different.
True.
So in Uganda we have teaching or coaching. We are concentrating where mostly?
Actually, we are having mostly on coaching, the coaching.
But you are the legend also. This one also is the legend because some of the questions which I'm asking him is really is alert and he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. For me, it's because when you go to this youth football, you find the coaches, even though they have that minimum qualification, they are so much into the coaching, and their output is they are always good in football. But discipline and other life, they are very poor.
I know you have talked about that thing.
Yeah, they are very poor.
In Africa, we are concentrating too much on the field. But outside the field also there's another problem. That is life skill.
Exactly.
That you are playing, but you are supposed to comb your hair.
Exactly.
You must brush. You must, be calm. You must go to church or mosque or everywhere.
Yes.
So they go, okay, if I'm not playing football, I must do this and this.
Exactly.
And then he grew when that I must be the right person in
Exactly.
the community or in the region.
Because look, in football you have a very short span of professional football.
Exactly.
At most 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. Say maybe from 24 to 34.
Yes, yes,
That's
you're
when
right.
you really do the best of you.
Yes.
But after that, there is life.
Yes.
And that life you have to face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, those are the areas really we need to focus. Whenever we are drilling these children, we are doing this. And that will, of course, come in the academy aspect. Exactly, yeah.
I think you have heard from him. He has told us that we need, Fufa, we need to put a lot of, to sensitize, the public, the regions, in that they can know exactly what is taking place. Because if you don't market what you are selling, at the end of the day, for example, you are here, what are you selling here?
Lubricants.
No,
Lubricants and
so
oil.
you selling here, this one here.
Yeah.
Also, you can have this. So this, how much is this one?
This one is 40,000.
40,000.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
This
40,000,
one,
5 liters.
5 liters.
Exactly.
How do you call this place where we are now?
This one is Jomo Kenyatta Road.
Jomo Kenyatta
Yes.
Road.
Opposite Christ Church Primary School.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So this one is the same of like
no, this one is TiTi. This one is gear oil. This one is petrol oil. And then the other one is hydraulic.
This one here.
Yes, this one is for diesel.
Diesel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all they are doing the same thing.
Yes.
Now what about this one? This one is doing what?
This one is for diesel engine.
Okay.
This one is for 2-stroke. That one is for the gearbox.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
What about this one? This one is for
This one is actually oil treatment. You put in the oil when you do service. You put in the oil and it does a lot of support to the oil.
Okay.
Yes. It stops oil burning.
Wow.
It stops engine wearing. And then engine foaming, like under the sump.
Okay.
This one is called oil treatment. We have a
this
lot.
one is called oil treatment. Wow, wow.
Yes.
It's a too technical language,
Yeah. So we have a lot of
tactical in football.
We have a lot of other products inside that we sell.
I can see.
But majorly lubricants, oil, grease, brake fluid, and all that.
Yes.
So I sell both retail and wholesale.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's very good. Thank you very much. As you have heard from him, I think you give us your last word to those people who are seeing you, and then see what you can do next.
Yeah, so my last word is, first of all, I would like to thank our Fufa president.
Historical.
He has really done a lot during his time, and I really encourage him. Yeah, he's inspiration to some of us here. By the way, I'm a district delegate to the region. I really adore the way our president has really been trying to bring football down to earth.
Yes.
You know, football, every place you go, there is football. But the professional bit starts from a very high level. So I really appreciate our Fufa president. And by the way, wish him well, God's blessing, and the wisdom.
I'll take that message to him. Okay.
And about the Odilo tournament, we really pray that it continues, and then the aspect of advertising and making it come forward more, it should really be encouraged. And then, if there is a way that academies can be also induced, like they support the academies. If there are policies that are needed to support the academies, those are the areas that now that I've got the opportunity to put forward.
Exactly.
So it will really help. But overall, we are happy. People in Gulu really are happy.
Everything's okay. You have everything.
I personally interfaced with the president some years back at Acholi, and the way he really loved to see football coming out in Acholi region.
Yes, I know,
it really entered me, and I said, really, this is a leader. He's not looking at only one region.
For him.
He's just sitting at, this is the family. The family cannot be like only one region or two regions. It should be overall.
I have my friend.
Yes.
He said, "Hey, don't talk about don't talk about our historical Igna Moses as Magogo. He brought for us regional balance.
Yes.
And the moment you talk about historical, you say, oh, TiTi, don't talk about our historical. He brought for us regional balance, national team regional balance, air clubs regional balance. He said, oh my God.
The Fufa drum you're talking about.
Oh!
People have, my Muse was like, Jacob, what is going on today?
Yes.
I'm seeing everybody. I say, no, there is football. Okay, football. Only football. People are doing there.
Yeah.
The first Fufa edition.
Hey, by the way.
That's one thing that Magogo will always be remembered for. I'm telling you, he will always be down. The only at the beginning, people thought, no, this will bring discrimination. This will, but he stuck to his point. No, let's try it. If there is discrimination or maybe tribalism, let's first try. And I tell you, it has brought more union.
Yes.
Right now, most of us had never crossed to that side of Western region, but because of Fufa drum.
We talk about that. Even you see the different cultures and whatever, the way the other side, like a Kabale, you can see the way how they are dressing, the food. Now, like for me, I'm here at Gulu, but I've tasted the Bo. You know Bo? Yeah. Bo, it was wow. It was fantastic.
So for me, if I'm remembering Magogo, if there is any one thing that I remember, it is Fufa drum. Fufa drum. It has really,
Fufa drum, it has brought everything which we can.
It has united people. Yes. You know, there are other political sort of all those things, but when it comes to football, everybody is. We are going to support our team in Arua. We go there, you find those supporters of West Nile. They just
combine.
You're welcome.
Dancing, drink, eat, what?
Which side should I take? Our people or this one? So that's something really I really appreciate him.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you very much for coming to Gulu.
Yeah.
We always welcome you back in Gulu anytime.
Yes. Yeah.
And to everybody outside in other parts of the country, Gulu is a very welcoming district. In fact, not only Gulu, actually, is a very welcoming district. Anytime you come, please feel at home. We are really friendly people, and we are always there for you. There is only one Uganda.
Yeah, one Uganda. Yes.
The geographical part is nothing.
Yes.
Everybody is one.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Asante sana, you have heard from him. Nothing I can add. Bye-bye.